Hello everyone, welcome back to Electrified Outdoors. So, you're having a glitch with your vehicle. Something's not working right, and you're being told do a reset, an infotainment reset. You're being told to do a hard reset. And you're thinking to yourself, what is a reset? What is a hard reset or an infotainment reset? Well, today we're going to show you exactly how to do each one of the different resets. So the first thing we're going to do is the infotainment reset. This reset is going to fix most of your issues. For example, if you have an app that's not loading, or if you have a connection issue, or something's just not working right, this is the #1 troubleshooting technique if the Rivian is doing something, giving you an error, or doing something that you think it shouldn't be doing. It's a first troubleshooting step. And to do this reset, we're just going to hold down the far left button here and the far right button, and we're going to continue to do that until we see a countdown and it's going to reboot the truck. And this is very easy. We're going to hold down the left and the right buttons at the same time, and we're going to continue to do that until we see the truck reboot. We'll get a countdown and an alert and that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and do it now. We're going to continue to hold, and we're seeing that if we continue to hold, it's going to reset. And once we see the screens go black, we can let go of the buttons, and the infotainment system will begin to reboot, and we'll see the Rivian logos here in a moment. This can take a minute or two to perform, and we can see that the driver's display is coming back up at this point. Now the main display is beginning to boot. I can actually see the vents have moved, so everything's resetting there. And eventually, both screens will come back and everything will be back to the way it was before you did the reboot. And so if you're trying to resolve a problem here, you're just going to, again, do this as a first step, and you're going to see if the problem is still there. If the problem has not been resolved by this infotainment reset, we can do what's called a hard reset or a full reset reboot of the R1S or R1T. And the way we do that is slightly different. We're going to hold down the left button and our hazard flasher button up here. And you'll also notice that it captures a diagnostic log when we do this, but this is going to be a full reset. Now, before we do this, Rivian does not recommend you do this more than once within a 1-hour period. So with that said, let's go ahead and do it. And we're getting the same warning. And we can see that a vehicle diagnostic log has been captured. And now we see this restarting over here on the main display. So this tells us that the truck is actually rebooting itself. And I'm going to turn the hazard flashers off. But we can see this is beginning the restart process. This can take a few minutes to perform. So make sure that you have the time to do this and that you're in a safe area, safe location. Now, as we can see, the HVAC is turned back on, and it actually gives us a status here. Tells us how far along we are in the reboot process. And once that goes to 100%, we should see these screens boot up. Now, I do have the matte screen protectors on here from T-Wraps. Link will be down in the video description for those. Those are really nice to reduce glare and fingerprints on your displays. And as you can see, we've pretty much fully rebooted here. Now, that was a hard reset, and that's something that you only want to do after you've tried the infotainment reset, because this can be a little more disruptive to the systems in the vehicle, and you should always try the infotainment reset first. But nonetheless, we've done a full reset, we've done a full reboot of the truck, and hopefully any issues or errors that we've had are now resolved by doing this full reboot. There's also something called a walkaway reset. I will put a link down in the video description for that procedure. But this is how you troubleshoot a Rivian. And unfortunately, if none of these steps works, you're going to want to enter a service request in the Rivian app. The service request does go over to Rivian, and it allows their software team to look into it and figure out if it's something that needs to be fixed in a future software update. So that's very important. So what do you guys think? Have you done a reset? And if you did, has it fixed your issue? Let us know down in the comments section. We always love to hear from you down there. Remember to like and then subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified anytime we add new content. As always, folks, remember to hug the people you love every chance you get, and we'll see you next time.